The reopening of schools amidst a surge in COVID-19 cases has become a major flashpoint in the United States of America. Teachers and support staff at more than 35 school districts are now protesting against in-person classes. Their main demand remains that classes should be held remotely. There have been calls for all instruction to be conducted online until testing shows that classrooms are safe and districts hire more nurses. Teachers in Chicago, Milwaukee, Philadelphia were also seen honking their horns in cars as a protest.
When I think about education, I think about this, teachers.
Refrain to call educators and Black Lives Matter at schools NYC.
In Los Angeles, demonstrators rallied outside the Los Angeles Chamber of Commerce building. About 400 teachers formed a car march passing Governor Ned Lamont's house in Connecticut. Teachers were seen painting messages on their cars and formed caravans with other school employees. Protesters were also seen making cardboard gravestones with messages. But even with all the protests, Trump continues to rally for the opening up of schools.
In our current phase, we must focus on protecting those at highest risk while allowing younger and healthier Americans to resume work and school with careful precautions. Ideally, we want to open those schools. We want to open them.
America's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, also echoed the government's line for the very first time, saying that opening schools in districts with low infection rates should be safe.
For the children, because of the psychological. If the infection rate is so low that there's very little chance of there being infection spread, then you should feel okay about doing it, but making sure that you do the things that are necessary to prevent spread.
The reopening of schools come as the U.S. records over 46,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. The country remains the worst affected in the world, with over 4.8 million cases and nearly 160,000 deaths. Schools are the center of negotiations between the Democrats and the Trump administration over the next COVID-19 relief package. The U.S. president has even said that he could act alone if a deal is not reached. With the Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden leading in the polls at the moment, Trump has made school reopenings part of his re-election campaign, hoping to boost his chances to retain the presidency. Meanwhile, in South America, Bolivia has seen